It is all change at Rangers, who have shown the door to Giovanni van Bronckhorst and brought in Michael Beale. And the upturn in form has been instantaneous under the former QPR coach, who has signalled he wants some fresh faces this January, but only at the right price. So who might they be? In this scout report, we put forward 3 positions we think Rangers should be strengthening and a selection of players who could be up to task. Let's go. Goalkeeper. Although Beale has insisted a new goalkeeper isn't necessary, it is a problem he shouldn't ignore for too long. Since 2018, Alan McGregor has been the club's number 1, cementing his status as one of the most important players in their modern history. He has played for them almost 500 times in all competitions, won 4 league titles, 4 Scottish Cups and reached 2 European finals too, including the Europa League last season, where they were cruelly denied glory by Eintracht Frankfurt on penalties. But McGregor will turn 41 in January, and age is clearly catching up with the Scottish veteran. An incredible 2020-21 campaign saw the 42-capped international maintain a save rate of 85.3% in the Premiership and keep 17 clean sheets, conceding less than 2 goals every 5 matches. However, McGregor appears to have peaked in that championship winning campaign. In 2021-22, he conceded 25 times, while his save rate fell to 67.6%. And this term, things have got even worse. McGregor's save rate now down at an abysmal 56.7%. For context, of the regular keepers in the division, only Hibernian's David Marshall is having a tougher time with every shot faced. The result is McGregor's 30.8% clean sheet rate is the lowest it has been since 2017. His competition at Ibrox is John McLaughlin, but the 35-year-old hasn't performed any better when given the chance. Considering the Light Blues are only conceding 7.5 shots per game, a slight increase on the 6.1 the last time they won the title, the goalkeepers need to shoulder some blame. And we do have some potential candidates should Beale decide to look elsewhere. The Netherlands surprise World Cup star Andries Noppert could be an option. Fast-tracked into the Oranje starting lineup by Louis van Gaal, the 28-year-old had only appeared in 32 Eredivisie matches in his entire career prior to Qatar. 6 clean sheets and a 77.4% save rate for here and there in this term earned him a shot, and he rose to the challenge, making 10 saves and conceding just once in the group stage before shining against USA in the last 16. His wages, reported to be less than €3,000 per week with Die Superfriesen, could be easily smashed by Rangers. And with a contract that expires in 2024, his transfer market valuation of €5 million is more than reasonable. Ajax were reportedly interested in Noppert too. However, their recent purchase of Villarreal's Geronimo Rulli means the door is open to other suitors for the Dutch number 1. But if Rangers want a more feasible alternative with experience playing in Britain, we would choose Rotherham United's Viktor Johansson. The 24-year-old is quickly becoming a big name in the Championship, almost single-handedly keeping the Millers hovering above the relegation zone. He currently ranks first in the division for saves with 108 at the time of writing, while only West Brom's Alex Palmer and Norwich City's Angus Gunn better his 74.5% save rate, 2 players who operate at the other end of the table. There are plenty more reasons to move for Johansson too. The Aston Villa Academy product was on the books at Leicester City and played for the Swedish under-21s. He is commanding in the air, stopping 7.7% of crosses faced, and is still only 24, and will be well known to Beale, having pulled off 4 saves in a 1-1 draw against QPR back in August. Add in the fact his contract expires at Rotherham this summer, and he suddenly looks very gettable. Johansson has said he would like to stay with Rotherham, but having proved himself in League One and the Championship, his ambitions must surely be greater than the South Yorkshire outfit. Rangers could be the perfect next step. Midfielder. One accusation levelled at Rangers is that they lack speed in the midfield. This has been exposed more than ever this term, with injuries condemning the likes of Yanis Hadji, Tom Lawrence and Ryan Jack to lengthy periods on the touchline. It has meant Scott Arfield and Stephen Davis have continued to earn considerable minutes, despite being 34 and 38 respectively. The club has also failed to replace the energy Joe Aribo provided after he left for Southampton in the summer. On average, Aribo won 1.2 tackles, made 0.8 interceptions and recovered the ball 5.1 times per 90 in his final 2 seasons in light blue. Then going forward, he took 1.9 shots and averaged 1.2 key passes per game. The result was 15 goals and 8 assists in his last 2 seasons. All things considered, Beale needs a young fresh midfielder with an all-action skill set, and it may be worth looking in League One, the same place Celtic discovered the excellent Matt O'Reilly at MK Dons. Here our pick would be Oxford City's Cameron Brannigan. Followers of Liverpool will remember Brannigan well. Once the pride of the Reds academy, Brannigan looked destined for big things after making his debut in the Europa League back in September 2015. But despite captaining the under-23s, where his manager was none other than Michael Beale, playing 8 times more for the seniors and starting a Premier League match against West Brom, Brannigan wound up at Oxford City in 2017. 13 goal involvements in 2019-20 hinted at his true potential. Then he exploded last season with 14 goals and 3 assists. A midfield anchor, Brannigan enjoys spraying the ball from deep, averaging 4.6 long balls per game along with an 82.6% pass accuracy. He also loves a challenge, putting in 4.6 tackles and interceptions per 90 and picking up 11 yellow cards, tenacity that would be appreciated at Ibrox. 4.3 shots and key passes per 90 completes his all-round package, and he has kept up that attacking outlay this season, scoring 6 times so far. Given Brannigan is out of contract in the summer, a reunion with Beale at Rangers could be the key to fulfilling his potential. However, according to Sky Sports News, the Bears are chasing a more established name in Norwich City's Todd Cantwell. On the books at the Canaries for nearly 15 years, Cantwell is also set to be a free agent in the summer, leaving the door open for Rangers to secure the midfielder on a cut price deal. Although the past 18 months have not been his best, Cantwell carries undoubted quality. In the 2019-20 Premier League season, he scored 6 and assisted 2, which he followed up with 12 more goal involvements in the Championship. Happiest playing on the left of midfield, his strengths lie in his ball progression and ability to pick a pass. In 2019-20, he completed a solid 1.8 dribbles and 2.7 passes into the final third per 90, all statistics that soared in the Championship. He is also very effective at arriving in the box, averaging a strong 2.7 touches in the penalty area per 90 across his career. This is all balanced against a very strong work ethic across the board in defence, Cantwell even averaging a massive 2.8 area wins per 90 over the past 12 months. Beale was recently questioned about him along with another rumoured target in Everton's Tom Davies. He labelled the Norwich City star an excellent player before referencing his memories of managing against him for Liverpool's under-23s. Maybe, just maybe, the Englishman is the manager that Cantwell needs to reignite his career. Forward. Rangers' transfer policy under Giovanni van Bronckhorst has a lot to be desired, but one thing they got right in the summer was signing Antonio Colak. The Croatian forward was well known to the Glasgow outfit after scoring twice against them for Malmo only 12 months prior. And Colak has immediately got to grips with life at Ibrox, scoring crucial goals in the Champions League qualifiers and hitting 11 in the Scottish Premiership so far. But beyond the 29-year-old, the club are struggling for firepower. Their next top scorer is James Tavernier on 7, although 4 of his strikes have been from the spot. Alfredo Morelos should be propping up the attack. However, it looks like time is finally up for the Colombian. The 26-year-old has only scored 5 in all competitions and failed to net once in Europe. He has finished 90 minutes just 3 times and been a substitute on 13 occasions in the league. 0.3 tackles a game is less than half what he was attempting 2 seasons ago, as are his 2 shots and 0.8 key passes. Every indication suggests he will leave Glasgow when his contract expires this summer, although Morelos could depart this month if interest from the Mexican outfit Tigres turns out to be true. It means a new forward is vital. Former Everton striker Henry Onyekuru could be an interesting option. He has scored 6 times this season while at Adana Demirspor in Turkey, on loan from Olympiacos. And there are reports that Rangers may challenge Celtic for the signature of South Korean striker Jae-sung Cho, who plays for Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. The 24-year-old signature could cost around €3.5 million, well in Rangers' price point. However, the solution could already be residing in Scotland, more specifically in Aberdeen, where 2 of the Premiership's top scorers currently star, Bojan Miovski and Luis Lopez, known simply as Duke. Aberdeen deserves huge credit for their discovery in the summer. Duke arrived from Benfica B, where he scored 8 in 20 appearances last term, while Miovski was bought for €650,000 from the Hungarian top-flight side MTK. Miovski already has 11 goals in 21 appearances for the Dons, closely followed by Duke on 9, though he also has 2 assists. Of the pair, Miovski is a more conventional centre forward, and it should be noted that Rangers will have Colak and Kemar Roofe once he returns from injury in a similar role. With that in mind, Duke might be a better fit. Although he can play through the middle, the Cape Verde international enjoys using his pace to hug the left wing then cut inside. This is what Ryan Kent normally offers, though his contract is up in the summer. All the more reason to target Duke. His numbers are lethal too. He takes 2.5 shots per 90, only marginally less than Miovski, and scores with every other effort on target. Duke may not put up huge dribbling numbers, just 0.8 per 90, but he has been a nightmare to defend against. At the time of recording, he's been fouled 37 times, the third most of any player in the Premiership. 3 of these fouls have led to penalties, displaying his dangerous pedigree in the box, something supported by the fact he scored 3 headed goals. Aberdeen fans have quickly fallen for Duke, and the Dons chairman Dave Cormack has insisted there's no need to sell the 22-year-old or Miovski owing to cash made from the sales of Calvin Ramsey and Lewis Ferguson in the summer. But in football money talks, Duke cost Aberdeen around €450,000, and the chance to make an immediate and substantial windfall might be too hard to resist. Let's wait and see what happens next. So that's our pick of players that we think Rangers need to take Celtic down, but what do you make of our selection? Let us know in the comments down below, and who would you pick? Let us know that too. Subscribe to Eurofootball Daily if you've not done so already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.